I've had some huge wins trading earnings reports, and I've had some huge losses. My biggest loss last year was around $14,000 trading a earnings call. I was hesitant sometimes, but this was a successful trade for me. Everybody knows Apple, hopefully. Earnings call for Apple happened today. So I use the app Robinhood, and if you scroll down on Robinhood, it will tell you right here at the bottom, it'll say earnings. It shows you the dates when the earnings are going to be there, actual EPS, the 240. It actually told you before that was announced, it said today at 5 o'clock. It was going to happen, right? The earnings, they did a good job. They had a good forecast. You can actually hit replay the earnings call and you can listen to the earnings call. This is how I find a good stock to buy and hold. You just want to buy a stock and hold it for 2, 3, 4 months, maybe even years. I like to listen to the earnings calls and see what the company is doing. How they're what's the vision for the company? Where are they profitable? Do they have lots of debt? It's really not rocket science. I think a lot of people just don't understand it and they think it's confusing, so they don't ever really listen to it. But it's right here. It's easily accessible. You put your name in, hit submit, and you can listen to the call. And once you've listened to a lot of calls, it really it's you pick up quick. Anyways, back to the trade. I had purchased some call options a while back. So here's the $230 call options. I purchased these back on the 6th of January, okay? And I was actually down on these calls for almost the entire month of January. I was actually down negative. And what I did was I had 3 of them initially. I bought 3. And then down, and down. I was down like $3,000, maybe even $4,000. I decided to buy more because I really believe that Apple's earnings were going to be good. I know personally the MacBook was great, the iPhone 16 was great. I feel like I felt good about the earnings. I feel like there was a lot of social media influencers and things that were purchasing new products using the new MacBook, recommending people to upgrade to the new MacBook, things like that. So I went ahead and doubled down. So I had 3 contracts. I decided to buy 3 more and got 6 contracts. And then right before earnings, I decided to buy a little bit more contracts. So I bought 3 of the ones for 242 and 245. Now these were less expensive because they expire tomorrow. So you see on it here, I bought it today, 130, and then it expires tomorrow. So these are very short expirations, negative $32 today, because options, you can only trade them during market hours. So when you purchase an option contract, you can buy and sell them during market hours, but you can't sell them after market hours. So it's risky when you buy them for the earnings, because if the earnings go bad and you want to sell your position, you can't sell your option contract until the next day. So say the earnings went bad and it tanked all the way down to $200. I had these $240 put call options. They were going to be worth nothing tomorrow. Because they expire so quickly, they weren't very expensive. So I ended up paying $232 for this contract. I had 3 of these. I paid $305 per contract. Again, I bought them today. They expired tomorrow. All the contracts all together, before the earnings was announced, so if you look at the chart here, I bought these right around here, like the 238, 239, and it started to dip down. Okay, pre-earnings, it started to go down, 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 down. It went as low as 233, which is pretty dang low, okay? These would be worth nothing tomorrow if it maintained this level. But during the earnings call started, and it started out pretty strong. So not only was I excited about my options contracts being worth a lot more tomorrow. So right now it's showing today's return negative 1,000. Tomorrow morning is probably going to be positive 3,000 because the stock had gone up quite a bit. Over $7. I'm confident I'm going to be up, fully make back that 1,000 and be up a couple more thousand. I was excited about the options contracts. So I was excited about that because the stock's going up, and it's still going up even overnight right now. It may even be up even more tomorrow. We'll see. But the good news was for me, while it was dipping down like this, I doubled down and I decided to buy some shares. So shares of stock you can actually purchase after hours. You don't have to trade during market hours. So I went ahead and bought 50 shares of Apple at Build quantity 50 shares at $234.87. So if you go back up to the top, 234.87, that's near the bottom. 234, it's right here. It was almost the exact bottom. And then it started to go up. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy some more. So I went ahead and bought 25 more shares at 236 because it was at 234 and then it started to go up even more. So I went ahead and jumped in immediately once I saw direction started to change and bought 25 more. So then I had 75 shares. So then I wrote it up and I cashed out once I broke that $700 range. I had a realized profit of $778. Once it broke 700, I started to look to exit and went ahead and processed it and exited the trade. And I sold at $245.63 per share. I sold near the top. I missed the top exactly, of course, but it was pretty close. So almost got the bottom, almost got the top. I made some quick money on the trade there. Tomorrow morning, my options are going to be worth a lot more because the stock is up. It was a quick trade. Earnings can be risky because you don't know which way it's going to go, but I felt pretty confident on this one. Put my money where my mouth is, and I'm going to walk away with probably around $3,000 in profit just in one quick trading session on Apple's earnings call.